Hey, what is up, you guys? I know it's been over a month since I filmed a video, and I am finally filming one, and it's thanks to the BlackPink video. So in the BlackPink video that came out 3 days ago, in the first chorus, Jennie's makeup looked bomb. It just fit my aesthetic and how I do my makeup almost every day, and it inspired me to do a way thinner wing because that's what she had. She just looked beautiful, so bomb. She is absolutely gorgeous, and I just loved how her braid looked. I just loved everything, how she looked, in period. So I decided today that I was gonna film and recreate the makeup look myself. So this is all inspired by that makeup look. The only thing that you really need to purchase that you don't have, that you probably don't have, yeah, I'm confusing myself. Anyway, is the diamonds in the middle. I got these at Michael's, but the rest of the stuff, I'm pretty sure anybody can recreate this look because everybody has these essentials in their own makeup collection. So yeah, it's very easy to do. And for the hair, all you need is 2 ponytails, how to do a French braid, some bobby pins, and that's it. And you can create this amazing makeup look. So yeah, if you guys want to see how I did this, don't judge. My hair is a mess, especially when I do the hair portion. I need to wash my hair, period. But anyway, if you guys want to see this and how I recreated this, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I already did my base. I just used my Aqua Luminous foundation and my skin tint, used the Milani concealer to spot conceal, and then the Creaseless concealer for under my eyes and all over my face. I used Charlotte Tilbury and Wowder to set my face, Charlotte Tilbury under my eyes, Wowder for the rest of my face, and then my Wet n Wild pencil. So now we're going to go into the eyes because I feel like that's the most important part of this entire makeup look. It's not even the base. As long as you know how to do your base, you're good. But eye-wise, that's the focus. So that's why I did my face. But anyway, let's get into this. I'm going to go in with my Zodiac palette. And in my Zodiac palette, I'm going to be using the Taurus shade. That's going to be the only shade we'll be using in this entire palette. And this shade is going to go all over your eyelids. Okay, so that's basically the eyes. It's just literally taking the brown of your preference and just putting it all over your eyes. The one that she uses is a little bit more cool tone than this one. This one's very earthy, but there was some warmth to it, hence why I decided to use that color. But you could definitely go to cool toned. I could have gotten into my pretty cool palette and done it, but the rest of the shades are pretty much cool tone. So I'm going to take this Wet n Wild palette. It's called Nude Awakening. It has the best black ever. And we're going to take these 2 transition shades and mix them together to create depth in the eyes. And then what I like to do, because this eyeshadow is so warm, I like to go into that transition shade and just grab some and just put it all over my lid. So you're going to create the tiniest of wings. So I rather begin with this eye because if I begin with this eye, I know how I'm going to do the other one. So it's going to be the tiniest thing. Okay, so after you have these tiny little wings, she elongates them more, elongates it more. So that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna take a small definer flat brush like this, and we're gonna go into a black. For you, it depends on how thin you can make the liner. I could have made this way thinner as well, but since I usually do a very aggressive wing, this is as thin as I can go.
And what I like to do is go over that black on everything. So you take your flat definer brush, you kind of like elongate it with the shadow. So you do like, and it creates like a diffused line.
So now that you have this done, that's basically it. It's just that simple. Of course, you can make this liner a lot thinner than I did, Yesterday, I was able to do it as thin. Today, I don't know. You know, we all get wing days. Today, maybe it's not my wing day. Or it was a thicker wing day. But I just like how simplistic it is because it's just so beautiful. And she doesn't put any black here because she does it with liner, which I'm going to do. Should I do it now? Yeah, I could do it now. Okay, so I'm going to take the Joah black eyeliner. This is actually a Korean brand. So I'm trying to integrate some Korean brands in here.
But this one's TBD inspired here in America.
Now let's do the rest of the face. So her face is pretty simple. She doesn't do much. She barely wears any blush. And it's more contoured, in my opinion. It's not as, like, heavy as you might think. So I'm going to take this BALM Take Home the bronzer. Finally started a new one. And I'm just going to take a little bit of it to kind of contour my cheeks. And I'm going to remove these. So she just doesn't have something so defined. Her face is still warm, but it's not super defined. And then on top of this, I'm going to take something that's a little bit more cool toned because I feel like her face is a bit cool toned in this video. At least, I feel like I put too much on my nose. Give me a minute. There we go. I'm going to take this bronzer. This is a Marc Jacobs bronzer. And just put a little bit of it, not too much. So we're going to take this Alamar palette. This is the first time I'm ever using it. I just took off the little slip. And we're going to use this one because she has like a pinky type of blush. But we're only putting a little bit. So I'm barely tapping my brush in here. And just putting on a little bit. Not too much because she barely has anything on. These blushes are actually really nice. Not too pigmented. They're very buildable. And then I like putting some on my nose, but that's just me. Okay. And then for highlight, her highlight, I feel like she barely has any. I didn't see a lot of like super powerful highlight. So I'm going to take a pretty clear one. Something that doesn't have any color but is still going to give you a sheen. So I'm going to take the Burt's Bees All Glow highlighter in Opal because it's an opal shade. It's like pretty white, but it'll give you some
highlighting capabilities because, you know, she has something, but it's not a lot, so this is like perfect for that. And then here, we can keep it together because it's just me.
Okay, now I'm going to set my face. I'm going to set my eyebrows. Her eyebrows, I didn't do much. I just did my usual bushy eyebrow because her eyebrows, in my opinion, looked really bushy, which is basically what I do. Okay, so first I'm going to take my Glossier mascara, and I'm actually going to use a Korean-inspired mascara for this one. And then on top, just to create a little bit more depth, I'm going to use the Joah Ice Cream Ultra Volume Mascara. I actually really like this mascara for no makeup days. It's a really great mascara. Okay, so now that the mascara is done, the last thing that she has on that makeup look, I am so sorry if my hair is so greasy because it is. So I'm going to put some eyeshadow. If I have that brush. So I'm going to take a little bit of that white eyeshadow and putting it on the inner corner of my eye. And that creates like a little bit, it opens up your eyes a lot more, right? So the last thing that she has on her face is really tiny, tiny little diamonds. So I got these at Michael's for super cheap. And that's what we're going to put on. That's our last step. Okay, so. And then she has like those two diamonds there. It's beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to come back so I can teach you guys how you're supposed to do her hairstyle, which is a basic kind of French Dutch braid. that I'm gonna teach you guys. It's really super easy. Her entire look is super easy, and I'll be right back. I had completely forgotten one important detail: her lips. So she has like this really peachy type of lip, which is very blotted. So what I'm gonna do is, unfortunately, I don't have her lip shape. I could try, but the only thing that we have in common is that we both have big lips. But just draw it. I'm gonna try it.
I'm gonna try to draw it as circular as possible because her lips aren't like mine, they're more like a little pout.
And she has it like really blotted and diffused, but it's way peachier than this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the Cloud Paint by Glossier and use this as a blotted lip. Multitask, you know?
So.
Anyway, so what you're gonna need for her hair is one, either if you have extensions, then extensions. If you don't have extensions, then use what you got. So what I got is my hair, and what you're gonna need is 2 ponytails and then a lot of bobby pins. I would suggest getting bobby pins that are around your same hair color. So my hair is auburn, so mine are pretty auburn-ish. So yeah, so the first thing that I noticed from her hairstyle is that her bangs are basically like pinned up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to leave this and put this by itself and then start doing the braid. So I feel like her braid is mostly, I would say Dutch, but it's not. It's actually a French braid. So she starts from here, right? So I'm gonna put this to the back, and she starts from here. So let's put this back, and then she starts right in the beginning. So you take 3 strands and you flip them over, and then you start grabbing hair. So you grab hair and you put it underneath the other strand.
And then underneath? You don't put it on top, you put it underneath. Okay, now I'm gonna stick this.
This part of the hair, she puts a ponytail on it. And then from the rest of the hair, you just do a standard braid. Okay, so the next thing I would do is pin these back. So I would suggest, because she has a little bit of a poof, to like tease it a bit. So just take it up and tease it, and then use that and put it up. Of course my bangs are way longer than hers, so I would have to fold it and hide it within the braid. So I would put these around there and put some bobby pins in here. My hair is looking some crazy mess. Okay. And then these I would hide within the braid. And then judge it a little bit. Okay, so that would be basically what she does, or what her hairstyle looked like. So as you can tell, this, and then another thing that I like to do with my braids so they look thicker is just breaking them apart. So that's what I'm gonna do, because I like them to look thicker and more voluminous. Okay, so this is essentially her hair after I pulled it apart, put some baby hairs out. It's very nice, sleek, and clean. I absolutely adore how her makeup came out in this video and how it looked and whatnot. I just wish I had longer hair, because her braid looked bomb. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys have seen the BlackPink video. I will link it down below. Jennie's makeup looked insane, and this is just a recreation that I was able to do, and I feel like it turned out really nice, even though I don't have the same features as her or the same body type or whatnot, but she looked bomb, and that video is great, and the choreography is amazing. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.